just wanted to jump on real quick and just give you some words of encouragement. So, depression is hard, right? Depression is something that we don't like to talk about because it just seems so negative and so hard to deal with. But the reality is that all of us struggle with it in some way, shape, or form. You are not the only one, okay? So let's just put that out on the table. A lot of people that are dealing with a lot of different things handle emotions in different ways. For instance, if you are a heavy drinker or smoker or, just always doing something extra, going the extra mile and doing stuff that people are like, dang, you always risk taking, right? Because I'm just trying to push the envelope, right? I'm just trying to do something different, something outside of myself. I'm not sure what it is that I want, but I'm just trying different things. Or I'm just trying to stay alive, right? There are a lot of people who have been in your situation. There are a lot of people who are still going through things, especially this time of year where it's dark earlier and it's cold weather, and then you also have we're dealing with corona and everything, so it's a lot going on. So I want you to know that you're not alone. I just want to give you some tips to kind of help with that. First of all, most of the people that you hear that have really success stories, or people who got successful very early, they will tell you that they didn't feel like they were worthy of it. They didn't feel like they were good enough to get it. And so a lot of people, even though they're successful, they also feel like they are not deserving of it. And you may take that off as humble, but it's also, it's more than that. And then there's the opposite side of that, or people who are very successful and they almost committed suicide. They almost took their own life as well because they were just so low. They didn't think that they could keep going. Like, I just heard something about Kevin Gates just this morning where he said that he almost took his own life, but something interfered. Someone interfered, and God has a way of doing that and putting people and putting things into your path so that you know that, hey, it's going to be okay, right? As low as you feel right now, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Sometimes you let those thoughts and those negative emotions cloud your judgment, and it's hard to see the other side, right? I just want you to keep going through the storm. When there's a storm and you're driving through it, if you stop and pull over, then you're just sitting there, and then you're just having to absorb it. But if you just keep going, just take your time and keep going, you'll drive through the storm, and then you'll see the clear weather, you'll see the clear skies. Life is just that same way. You just got to keep going. Even though it seems like it's very daunting, it's very hard, everything's coming at you, I want you just to keep going. I want you to keep a positive head, positive attitude. I know that is so hard to do, but I want you to know that it's so worth it, because you have to retrain your brain. All the things that your mind is telling you are not right. They're not right, right? So we have to figure out how to turn that off and turn it on to something positive, because the opposite of fear is faith. And so I need you to have faith that you can do this, that you can keep going and keep pushing. If you're having a bad day, I want to give you some different ideas to kind of help you cope with that. First of all, watch this video as many times as you need to, because repetition of hearing good things and hearing things that will improve you will also be good to your psyche. So continue to do that. Talk to somebody. I can put the suicide line at the bottom if you need that. Music. I jam out to some music. I want you to listen to some really good music. I want you to call a friend that you have, or somebody that's upbeat and can keep you positive. Write down what it is that's bothering you. Write it out so you can see it. Sometimes when you see it, you're like, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. And then also write ways in order to fix it. So if you write it down and you can see it, then we can figure out how to fix it, right? Write it down, and then also write some resolutions to that particular problem, because we all have problems, but they are all solvable. Okay, we all have problems, and you can always solve them. So you just need to write them out. Okay, they're not as hard as you think, and it's all in the perspective. Because right now, because you're in that state of mind, you can't see a different perspective. But if you call me or you call someone else, and I give you a different perspective, you're like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. I know. That's what I'm saying. There are so many other things that can happen outside of just thinking the negative. We immediately want to go to the negative stuff and not look at the other side. And the other side usually is a positive outcome if we just really tap into that. Find a new hobby, something positive though. Yes, swimming, excuse me, swimming, rock climbing, something that pushes your envelope. Do something exciting, something that gets you out of your fears, and something that you may have been always wanting to do, but you've never tried it. So do something like that. Movies are really good. Happy movies, okay? If they're, romantic comedies or thrillers, action, something that's going to keep your mind stimulated. No news. Don't watch the news. The news is very heavy with content that is not going to be good for your psyche at the moment. So let's not do that. Avoid things that are going to bring you down. Just listen to things that are going to be uplifting. Anything by Earl Nightingale, and I will link a description below to some of his audiobooks that are fantastic. I also have an Earl Nightingale video, and I'm going to link that here. And you can watch that, okay? And watch that over and over again if you have that same problem that you just can't seem to shake, or that same thought. Affirmations are very good. Do affirmations. Keep saying to yourself positive things over and over and over again. That also helps. Post some good comments. Post some good comments on this video. Post things that'll help you to continue to be happy, continue to be uplifting, continue to be encouraging. Because what you're going through, somebody else may be going through tomorrow. And so something that you say may help them tomorrow. So just think about that too. Just look them in. People can help you. We can help each other, okay? So you're not alone. I promise you are not alone. We are with you, and we are in this together. And so I want to see your beautiful face one day. I want to meet you, and I want to talk with you. So you've got to be here to do that, okay? So we have got to unshake this thing that keeps trying to separate us, okay? So I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to write down 10 things that you love about yourself. I don't care how hard that is. You will find 10 things, okay? There are 10 things. There are at least 10 things that you can find that you love about yourself, okay? Yes, you can. I want you to write out 2 problems, maybe 3, that you think that you have or that are clouding your judgment at this time. And then I want you to write 3 ways that you can actively start to resolve those problems. After that, I want you to find your favorite 5 songs. I want you to play them on repeat, okay? I want you to find something to do that's really fun, even if you're just dancing to the music. Do that, okay? After that, I want you to just call somebody or talk to somebody that's going to keep you lifted, keep you motivated, keep you happy, okay? Watch this video, watch a YouTube video, watch a good movie that's going to keep your mind interactive and keep it up to, what's your favorite movie, right? Watch your favorite movie. Then after that, I want you to get you something really good to eat. Enjoy something good to eat. And then I want you to take a shower. Just relax. Take it all in. Think of happy thoughts. Write down 10 affirmations that you need to say. You also need to write them down and say them every day. Every day. Okay? And then listen to Earl Nightingale. And then you go to bed. Okay? And then tomorrow we can talk about it. But that's a lot that I just gave you to do, but I want you to do all of it. Okay? And know that you're not the only one. You're not alone. You are not alone. There have been many people in your shoes who have been in that same situation. I've been in that situation, and let me just tell you, that is not a place to be. Even if you have a thought about it, that is not a place to be. That is not a place where you want to stay. So if you even feel an inkling of that, or if you're heavily relying on other habits to kind of keep you above water, I really want you to tap into this. And there's also therapy, right? Therapy. Even though people don't like the word therapy, therapy is a good way to start getting out your emotions, because you're bottling this stuff up and you're bottling it inside of you, and it's not getting a release. So you've got to release it, otherwise it's gonna what do you call it? The cap is gonna pop off, right? And we don't want that to happen. We don't want the soda shaker to pop, We don't want any of that. So let your story release into the world. Even if you write it out, that's a simple release, right? Because it's not bottled up inside of me anymore. Even me just putting it on a piece of paper gives me a release that I didn't have before. Write it out. Sometimes maybe you just write it on a piece of paper and ball it up and throw it away, or burn it, or do something just to be able to release it. Also, a good scream. Ooh, a good scream. Oh man, just knock the wind out of you, right? But it's a good release. So, just those are some of my suggestions. I hope you found this video to be helpful. And I want you to leave me some positive comments, because we all go through some things, and sometimes just a little comment on a post can change your whole world for that day. It could just change your whole life. So leave some positive comments below so that we can all look at them and we can all share them and we can all help each other. Okay? Love you.